Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to do a collage on this large piece of blue paper. Now you can see I've already started. I'm going to do a waterscape, which is ocean and sky, and then we're going to do a collage where we're going to get pieces of different shapes of paper, cut them, and we're going to make little sailing boats. So we've already learned about lines. So what I've been doing here is actually a scallop line that we've already talked about and learned how to do it. So scallop. Remember we did it for clouds and sheep. So I'm doing some scallop lines in the sky. Now you can actually take your white oil pastel and then colour those clouds in. I'm just going to do one so you can see. I'll get the other ones done later. So I'm going to colour in inside that shape, okay? So I'm going to go round the edge and fill in that cloud and then fill in the middle. So always when you're colouring, go round the edge first. I always call it like building a wall, like a swimming pool wall, and then filling it with water. So it's like building a swimming pool, but you're using colour. So there's my clouds, and I'll go do the other ones later on. Now with my water, again we've learned about different lines. I could do nice wavy lines. I could even put more. Looks a bit like a ribbon. Or just like what we've got in the sky, I could do a scallop line. See how I curve it and bring it to a point, curve to a point, curve to a point, curve to a point, curve point, curve point, curve point, and take it from one edge to the other. Now that's my sea, and this is my sky. Now you're going to get different boxes. You're going to go up to the boxes and you're going to take one small yellow square, and I'm going to give you a tracing shape. And you're going to pick that shape down and you're going to trace around, all the way around. Now you see what I'm doing? I'm using one hand to keep the shape in place and the other hand to draw around it with a pencil. Now I've got my shape and I'm going to use my best scissor skills. And we've been talking about scissors and glue sticks and lines. This is a shape. Now what shape have I just cut out here, boys and girls? Yes, it's a circle. So I'm cutting around with that pencil line that I drew. Now what I like to always do is the side I drew on is the side that I glue on. Now I'm going to open up my glue stick just a little bit, and this is the side that I drew on. I'm going to go round that shape, around the very edge and just a little bit in the middle, and this, boys and girls, is going to be my sunshine. I'm going to put it there, okay? So now I've got a circle. Now the next thing you will see that there's a box that has large painted paper or coloured paper squares, and we have another box that has rectangles. A square has equal sides all around, and a rectangle has two longer sides and then two shorter sides. So square, rectangle, and then earlier we did the circle. You'll also find in the very last box that I've got some cutouts to do some decorations. Now this is what you're going to do for making your sailboats. If you turn your paper over and with your pencil, if you drew an angled line and one on this side, so take it to the point and just draw an angle. And I'm going to show you what I just did. I just drew one from there all the way down. With my scissors, I'm going to cut that off. And that is basically a triangle shape. Now I don't need that, I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to do the same here. And cut that piece off. Don't need that, I want the big piece. Now this now is the hull of the boat. Look at that. I'm going to pop that there. Now with this one, I'm going to turn it over, and it's got some paint on the back. With my pencil, I'm going to go from one corner all the way to the other corner. Okay? Now if you make a mess, it doesn't matter. So if you want to try it again, because the side that you draw on is the side that you glue on. So I'm going to now, if you see what I did, I went right across from one corner to the other, and I have made two big triangles. So I'm now going to cut right across this square, and now I've made two new shapes. Turn it over. Now I'm going to go to the second box that I had here, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter, and I'm going to pop it there and there. Now I'm going to lay it all out first, and I'm going to put that there and that there. Look what I've made, boys and girls, a sailboat. Now I don't want to put it right in the middle, so I'm going to set it. Always make sure that your hull is low in the water, not high up, because you need to have room to put your sails in, because if you do that, the sails are going to go off. So put it down low, place it first, and when you're happy with that and it's working for you, you can glue it down. You can also make some more if you wanted to. I'm going to do one very quickly because I know how to do this without drawing the lines. So I'm going to make another shape. Now this shape is called a trapezoid. Okay, let's hear you say trapezoid. Trapezoid. Good job. I'm going to put this one here. I'm actually going to get a different colour there. Look at that. And then I'm going to I think I'm going to have pink sails. I'm going to go right across. Now what you're going to do is always turn over your paper, draw your line on the back. Now I'm just going to show you how I can actually get 2 boats in, and there you go. And when I've got them all placed, I'm going to stick them down. And when I stick them down, I want to make sure that I go all the way around the edge of that shape, a little bit of glue in the middle, and then stick it down. With my strip, I'm doing it on the strip, not on the blue paper. Stick that down, and then do this round the shape of my sails. Stick that down, and round the shape of my sail, and stick that down. Now it's okay if a little bit goes off the edge, and then this guy I'm going to stick down in a minute, but I want to show you something else that we can do. Now you've got all these pieces in our final box, so if I was to take these pieces and cut them and make them shorter, I could actually create some decorations. And I already cut some smaller shapes earlier with some of my strips, and you boys and girls can do exactly the same. If you do that, and then I'm going to put a blue strip on my sails, and then I think I'm going to put a yellow strip. Okay, make sure that they fit inside the sails, and if they don't, we need to trim them and make them shorter. Okay, this little one's a little bit too long, so I'm just going to nip it like that. Now we want to make sure that everything is really well stuck. So everything that I've stuck down, this is what we always do to make sure, is we turn it over, and if there's anything waving, like this piece is waving, I know that I need to add more glue to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off adding details. So very first thing, we're going to draw or paint, but today we did drawing, our scalloped line clouds and colour them in. Lines, wavy lines or scallop lines for our water. We're going to trace around a circle for our sun. We're going to make a trapezoid. We're going to take a rectangle and we're going to cut 2 little triangles off the edge. We're going to get a big square. We're going to draw a line right through, cut that, and we're going to make sails. And then we can do a mast. And then with all the pieces that we've got in the final box, we can start adding some decorations to it. Okay, boys and girls, now it's your turn. Let's go make some sailboats.